it's Nicole, and I'm here to show you what I do when I get a kit in. There's these containers, they're iris containers, they're scrapbook case, holds 12 by 12 papers. I got these at Michael's, and they're just in their container section. And then I also buy one of these, and it's also called an iris container, but it's like a drawer, and they're sold separately at Michael's anyway. And then they have all these little drawer pieces that you can divide it. So every month I just kind of fit it for what I need. So what I did was I took the 12 by 12 chipboard sheet. I poked out everything, and everything is in the containers. And then also the Teresa Collins 6 by 12 chipboard sheets. Oop, I missed one. Missed a couple. And I basically just poke them out like this, and they come off pretty easy. And then they're in the containers, because what I do at this point, and then I opened up like the tags and the alphas and the wood veneer, and you know, everything's in there. Everything's in these iris containers. So when I go, I just pick all this up and start scrapping. And then the stuff, the extra, the alphas, I open them up. Now these ones I didn't open, because if you can tell, they're kind of losing their glitter. So I don't want glitter all over, so I'm just going to keep them in that. And another thing I do is I sat down on my bed, and to kind of narrow it down, I start dividing my pattern papers into what I possibly think that I might, you know, put together as a page. So I'm going to show you my next sort of step, what I do. So I took this Teresa Collins pattern paper with white cardstock, and what I thought was one of the color add-ons this month for the Hip Kit Club, and I didn't get it because I already have it, is gelatos. So I'm going to do some gelato stuff in the background with this, and I'm going to use this with this cardstock, and then I'm going to do some gelato painting on that. So that's the first page that, well, maybe not the first page I'm going to be working with, but it's one of the combinations. Now the next one is this Teresa Collins Studio Calico and that crate paper. So that's going to be another paper combination. Now another, the stamp set edition was some triangles and the dies. So I'll be using the triangles and the dies with this layout. So that's 2. And then from crate paper, Notes and Things, I took, and then pink paisley Solstice, and this Studio Calico Brighton Pier. So these 3 together, I love those 3 together. And then as I, you know, do layouts, I might pull some extra pieces from another page and just add some more color into this. Or sometimes what I do is I flip it over, and what's on the back side works really well. So that's another color combination. And then those 2 here from Creative Agenda and Pink Paisley, I really love those 2 together. I could actually kind of use those 2 as a background, and then cut the center of this and, you know, continue to make a layout with that. And then from Teresa Collins, Nines and Company, or Nine and Company, I keep saying Nines, and crate paper, and then a cardstock background. So I really love those 3 together. And I might change it up, you know, as I get going, but at least it gives me a place to start, a place to get going, and not look at all the pattern paper and go, oh, I don't know where to start. So I put this Studio Calico and Teresa Collins, and remember I have 2 sheets of each. So, you know, you're going to see the pattern paper show up more than once. So those 3 together. And then Brighton Pier, this Studio Calico that I love. And then the yellow cardstock, because I really love that, because it's so bright, and I love the brightness of this. So these 3. And then again, that pattern paper. And this time, I want to put it on a more muted background and see what I can come up with that. So I really don't think, unless it's just little pieces of this that I'll be using. I think I'll be using the other side. And Echo Park, Caitlin Schaefer, and I paired it up with a vellum, and a yellow cardstock because I love yellow and navy together. So these three. And then this is the cardstock that I have left. A few sheets of cardstock. So it might show up as a mat or something else on the layouts. Now the next thing I'm going to do, so let's count how many layouts, possible layouts I can get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right off the bat, that's 9 layouts that I know I can get done with this kit. And then as I use them up, then I, use bits and pieces to do other layouts. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit with a stack of photos and I'm going to start dividing and say I'm going to use these photos with this pattern paper, and then I'm going to start going through this and say, oh, I'm going to try to use that frame on this, and then I'll try to use this and this, and then I make little piles on top of my pattern paper with the photos. And I do, where there's 9 right now, I'll probably do the whole 9 of them. And then when I have 5 minutes to scrap, or an hour, I just grab the first one that's on top and I just get going. So I find it saves me a lot of time. It saves me a lot of, kind of thinking the process and stuff. And when I have a few minutes that I can scrapbook, I have everything ready and ready to go. And everything's contained in one container. And, nothing gets misplaced or anything like that. So I hope this helps. And stay tuned. And today is Wednesday. I have no idea what date we are. I think we're September 10th. So my first layout video will be out this Sunday. So thanks for watching. Bye.